And there we go. So good morning, everyone. We are live on YouTube now, and we are gonna start this immersion as we always do with our personal presentation. And it's always important to personal presentations, the introductions are not just a warm-up or just to introduce ourselves, it's to learn something. So what we want to learn about ourselves or about our English. So that's the opportunity. So get this started before we start the immersion. And this is not a class, I'm not a teacher, so you're gonna speak and understand. So whatever you feel about mistakes, this is the place to make it. And well, we have lots of schedule in English, and you can book them in our platform. So Daphne, I'm gonna start with you, your presentation, and if you want to introduce yourself, talking about the topic of today, if you feel that you look bad in photos or good, that's a good way to start. Okay.
Okay. Good morning, guys. My name is Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I live in Scotland, but I was born in Brazil, in Sorocaba City. I've been living here for 10 years, and I don't like to say where I live because the pressure on me increase. But I'm looking for improve. And about the video that you show in the beginner, I think I will look okay at photo, but sometimes I'm bothering when I see my photos because I care a lot about my appearance and what others think about me. And this is the trap of your mind because anybody cares about your appearance, just in us. But yeah, we need to deal with the traps of the mind.
Yeah, I totally agree. Very good, very good. And what about you, Lurian? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Lurian. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm 34 years old. Uh, I work as a business analyst. I have two dogs and I don't have any kids. Um, about the topic today, I think in general, in average, I can say I'm okay and I like photos, but I have problems with different types of photos. I don't like selfies. The problem with me is selfie because of when you take a selfie, your face changes like a mirror, right? And I have a problem to recognize myself and this, because looks like I'm not seeing myself, and this is something just funny, but I have a my face is not symmetric. No one, it's really hard to have, but looks like when I have a selfie, I can see another person. I cannot see myself. So normally, selfies for me, other I need to do a funny face. I need to smile a lot. I need to do something like that. When I'm being serious, I really don't like it. But normal photos about like when you take like in a normal exposition like that, I like it. But also, I prefer to make something funny. This is a characteristic about me in photos. I don't like to be serious or to be like chic. Normally, I'm doing something
Yeah,
funny to do that. So, in general, is that my opinion?
yeah, I understand that. And yeah, this topic I brought, it was just like I was researching something to bring on. And well, I'm Philip, and uh, I'm a person who enjoys taking pictures. And I don't care about taking pictures of me or take selfies or whatever, but I take pictures of people a lot. I like to make moments, you know. But after and this is something funny. This is a small auto therapy session now. I don't recognize myself bald, you know, in video and photos and everything. When I see myself like here, it's weird because I know it's me, of course, but I don't really recognize myself. So it's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain that, but I really don't see myself. It's pretty new for me. I have been seeing my whole life in a different way, in a different picture. Just making some noise here because I'm getting my light on. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, so this is something like I post pictures a lot. Not recently, I have stopped for some reasons and stopped with stories and everything, but usually I like to it because talking and communicating myself, it's more important than the care I have about my self-image, you know. And let's go to the first question, and I wanted to hear you girls about it. Do you like how you look in the photos? Why or why not? Daphne, can you start this, please?
I don't like. And after I take the photo of me, I put the filter to improve my skin, my small. I try to appear naturally. I don't exaggerate, but I use the filters because I don't like my nature photos.
And is there how do you feel when you take a picture of you? How you don't like it, but what do you feel when you see yourself in a picture?
Mm, um, I focus in my negative sides, like I spots on my face or my wallow smile or my fat in my neck or my messy hair.
Yeah. I have yesterday I noticed yesterday or a few days ago that like I have, and I don't know, like when I take the glasses, this side here, it's lower than this side here.
Wow, I can't
And
see it. I don't see
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, and like years, like 20 years, no, 15, 16 years ago, I had like a face paralysis on this side. So everything started to like, I couldn't blink, I couldn't smile, I couldn't move this side of my face. And it took me years to like, took me a year to get it back fully. And years ago, me and my girlfriend, we started to make jokes about blinking, you know, from both sides of the eye. And this side, it was the harder. And then I started on purpose to blink more. So I can do like this, really okay, but like this, take me some effort. So, but I think it was a picture or something that I took without glasses that I realized. And yeah, I don't have hair anymore to complain about. So this is good. But anyway, I don't think it, yeah, go
Did
ahead.
you have the bells paralyzed?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bells paralyzes because of, hot and cold a shock, I got like a hot shower, really hot shower, and then I went to the bakery to get some breads and by car, and the window was opened. And then when I came back, okay, it was okay, but going to sleep, I felt like I was drinking water and the water was going like, oh, what the hell is going on? But it was just like a drink or like of water. And then in the morning, the next day, I went to work, and then a person asked me, "Oh, what's happened? What's happened in your face?" And then I was like, "Nothing." And then, "Oh, I think you have this like Bell's paralyzed."
Wow. The thermal shock
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah,
The
and
bell.
I kept working the whole day.
Mm,
Yeah. And then I went to the doctor. I took like some medicines, did some exams and physiotherapy just by myself. A lot of physiotherapy, no cold weather, just like protecting myself
mhm.
from everything. Took me at least like a year to fully recover.
Okay. How long did you last it?
1 year almost.
1 year.
1 year, yeah,
Paralyzed.
yeah. But the first 6 months was the critical. But yeah, 1 year to fully recover. Mm.
Okay, it's nice.
And Lurian, what about yourself? How do you feel about taking pictures of yourself?
First, just to let you know that I have someone in my family with the same paralyzed because
Oh,
of cold and warm, and it was a story in my life. So always my mom told me this story about don't do this, remember this person, remember this
yeah,
person
yeah, and it's
because of
true.
because of that. And always I think, mom, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah,
But
no, it exists. Yeah,
so I think I can see nowadays that I'm better for how I look in photos, but of course I'm not 100% comfortable. I love to take photos of myself, of the other ones, of landscapes. I really love it. But in the past, all the time I could find some problems in the photos, like Daphne said. My dark cycles, my my hair is not so good, or maybe my nose is too big, or maybe uh, a little fat in this point. So since now I'm more mature to accept more, this is getting better too. It's a kind of side effects, right? But of course, it's not perfect, like I said. So I remember last last week I was with my friends and someone take a photo of us in the table. And I remember when I received the photo, the first thing I did it was like zoom the photo to see myself. Oh, let me, and oh my god, look my dark circles. I'm tired. I did like, like I did something. I said something like that. So always we try. We know ourselves better than anyone. So always we try to find the negative points in the picture.
yeah,
We it's hard to focus about positive things. But I realize it's so much better now than in the past. So in the same time, I know it's a progress, like, but selfies is a problem for me. When it's just normal picture like someone you take, I'm totally
it's
okay.
easier.
Yes.
And
But
and do
when
you
it's
think
selfie,
do you think women they suffer more about pictures than men?
yes, I think it's more because of the way you took the pressure of the society, to be younger, to have a big lips, to have a better skin, to have a beautiful hair. So we have this in general, and I think photos just will translate that, you know, because in the end, how we look in photos. Let me take this photo. Influencers, right? They are made for that. They they do all the face, the body, and after take a photo, you know. So I think for woman is worst, but I saw this in some men's too. I need to say, but it's not too big like with us, with my friends, my woman friends too. So it's like that. We take a photo and after you comment something bad. It's a almost every time it will be like that,
Yeah, it's a rule. You don't you
So,
don't you, you don't say good things about yourself. You just focus on
yes,
the bad things.
and bad thing. So for me, it's like that. Selfies is already is a problem, yeah. But it's I need to recognize it's so much better than before for me.
Great. And you, Daphne, do you believe for women it's harder to see themselves in pictures, on pictures or in pictures? I don't know. Anyway, and why is that?
Say that again, sorry.
Do you think it's harder for women to see themselves on pictures rather than men? And why is that? Or no, it's the same.
Yeah, I think it's different because the woman have more pressure to be like a woman in Instagram because the influencers um, encourage you have a good shape, to do plastic surgeries, and normal person can't to do the same. And the woman starts to comparing with others, and it makes us to feel ugly or less to others. I think is the problem to comparing with what another's woman's.
Yeah, I think the market, they put pressure on women, you know, like everything we see about women on advertisements, it's related to their appearance, you know, and it's crazy. Like cosmetics, you see, like that woman that feels like perfect, or on soap operas or on TV, you know, and especially television or even in social media nowadays. Um, there's like a stereotype for women and men, but most for women about influencers and everything. So as that joke about the difference on appearance of Virginia. I don't know if you heard that, Daphne, from there where you are, but here in Brazil, we have an issue about bets, sport
Mhm.
bets and casinos and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. So the girl that is a huge influencer is away. She dresses like away. She uh, has makeup on and everything else for social media, for places she goes. But to go uh to the Congress to answer some questions, she was like wearing a different clothes or different way, and everybody I saw on social media was talking about her appearance instead of the real issue. you know so people focused on how she looked like. I don't think a man would face that. Oh, how he looked like. No, we're going to talk about something else or the issue itself.
Yeah,
Um,
it's interesting. The Manjaro. Manjaro is the best seller in these days because the woman wants to lose fat more fast because she wants to appear more thin and more beautiful. Yeah, into the pharmacia marketing, uh, going to reach more and more because we are slave of the beauty, the beauty, standard beauty.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, I don't think for men it has a pressure like that. I know there's like a stereotype, but I don't, for me at least, I don't see myself or other people around me. But I think there is a movement on men like taking care more about their appearance, buying more products and this and that. But
Do you use Manjaro or
no,
no?
no, I've never heard actually. What is it? Manjaro is a cosmetic?
It's the pain that you inject in you and you lose
Ah,
the fat. You
yeah.
yeah, you lose the weight more faster.
Yeah,
Faster.
yeah. I've heard I've heard it with another name actually. But
Yeah, it's so expensive,
yeah.
but the people love.
Yeah. Here in Brazil there is like I guess it's going to get cheaper because of the license. It's going like open source somehow. I don't know. But anyway. Lurian, and what do you think about this pressure on women and men? Is it more on women to we're talking about pictures, and how do you think like about your partner in yourself who cares the most about the image on pictures or about self-esteem around your image?
Um, let's go. Let's start before about my parents first, because I was thinking here. The questions stimulate me to think about that. And my mom, she doesn't like pictures. She hates actually. And I remember every time we try to take a picture of family, she doesn't like herself, you know. So first thing, my father, he is more like a funny person, like a really extroverted person, like is really okay. So always he do something funny to look in the pictures too. So I was thinking maybe I'm more like my father, you know, like, oh, let's take a picture just uh I think I am like that, of course, because of them. It's obvious because we kind of we can have some feelings about that because we are growing up seeing these, you know, about our parents. Um, about my life now with my partner, it is the first time that I am with someone that is not too machist. Sorry to talk
That
about that.
Yeah, that's sexist, I guess.
Yeah, sex. Okay, because of my other relation, all the time we had some. Uh, I don't need to be beautiful. No, I'm a man. I don't need to. No, it was weird for me. And now I am with someone that is not like that and is from other culture too. So it's really nice that he talk about men and women in the same way, you know. We don't have a we don't have a problem like men's here in Brazil. You don't talk about other men's.
Yeah, We don't.
you know? Like it's in the same way for women. We have this comparison, we have this all this trauma about I know I want to be. Sometimes women, they said we are not friends, we are enemies, right?
Yeah.
Because of that we compare a lot. Men, they don't talk about the qualities of the other men. You cannot say even to a friend sometimes something that you like, because maybe the society, someone you judge you about this comment, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't have this in my relationship. It's the opposite, actually, you know. He see like men's and women's in the same way. So when he finds someone, oh, this is a nice guy, this is a handsome guy, sometimes I just, what?
Yeah,
I didn't.
even to hear that, right?
Yes, because it's weird. So
Yeah.
I can say that because of my situation, you know. But when I know my friends that has a relationship with people in Brazil, we don't uh, see like men's like they saying other things about men's, you know. Normally you maybe you change experience. Oh, I did that. Oh, I did that. I have a friend, he liked to have accomplishments about the woman he gets, you know, like that. So this is for me is a reality here in Brazil, but inside of my relationship, no. So I try to work more in my self-esteem, try to understand more the other culture is really important, because sometimes we can have this kind of, not a conflict, but the difference about. So for me, it's more like that, you know. But we try to put ourselves up all the time. So sometimes, how about my hair? No, what do you have about your hair is perfect. And the same time, I did with him. If he has some problems, he say, I'm not so confident about that, and I can, you know, try to put him up to. I try to do this because with my parents it was not like that, you know. Like I
Yeah.
said, they have problems even nowadays. So I try to break the cycle, you know, make something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. And it's I think something cultural about Brazil especially, but in the whole world. I don't have much to say, but here in Brazil, especially São Paulo, we are too sexist. Like it's crazy. Like people, I've heard a lot when yeah, this is funny. I've heard a lot some close friends telling me, "Oh, you're gay. You're gonna be gay," or something like that. And then like after some like 10 years, I like we get to get together, and I talked about that, and I asked them why you guys were like, even the girl and the girls in the relationship, they were like, oh, you're gonna be gay, this and that. And at the beginning I was like, oh, it's just a joke, people are just like harassing, like saying bullshit. But and then one of the girls, she was a really close friend. She said, "Oh, because we thought that you were gay or bisexual, or." And then fuck, even so, who cares? You know, like what's the point? And at least in my head, like, you know, I don't care, but people care about our sexuality, about our appearance, about her hair. Like my girlfriend, she looks like unbelievable beautiful every single day, even when she wakes up. But she's always blaming about her hair. Always blaming. Oh, my hair is this, my hair is that. And when she blames the most, it's where I love her hair the most. It's like amazing. And she looks the most pretty, oh, the prettiest woman. And for her, it's not like that. So, and like nowadays that I don't have hair, I'm bald and everything. On social media, this is the very first comment. If I say something and there's a hate back, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're bald." And then, yeah, I'm bald. I have two eyes. You know, I don't care. It's like, "Hey, Daphne, you have two eyes." You know, "Oh, you have like two legs." And then people try to make fun of you because you are a human. "Oh, you're human." You know, doesn't make sense. So people care too much about color of skin, studies like education, money, and pictures and image of others, sexuality, and everything. So I think people need to work more, study more. Too much room for thoughts like that. Let me go to another question, and I'm gonna go with Daphne. Do you have a favorite photo of yourself? A photo that you love, like you use every time, everywhere? Do you have a favorite photo, and why do you like it?
Yes, I love photos with the landscape, with the
Sunset or
sunset, yes, sunset,
sunrise?
sunrise, yeah, with sunrise or sunset, or special moment that that send good vibes, show my family moments, or
What
travel.
about yourself? A photo about yourself in the photo that you like the most. Do you have any?
Yes, I like when I'm in nature, smiling or happy. When I look like thin, and when I'm wearing colorful clothes.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a picture that I used to use a lot everywhere, but nowadays I cannot use anymore because I don't have hair, so it doesn't show me as today. And I don't have any other picture. Like I have another picture that I use, but I'm not looking into the camera, and it is a screenshot of a video, so it's not properly a shoot for a camera. So as you mentioned, I like to certain ways to take a photo, but I have none yet. So I
Ah,
still
no
don't.
photos. I
Yeah,
need
I
to.
still don't have a photo that it's my favorite nowadays.
Okay.
I don't have like um yeah, the one I use on social media, like I have my LinkedIn here. Let me show you. It's like a screenshot of a video I was doing. So this
Mm.
is the photo that I use nowadays. Then I put like this purple background, but this was like a filming, not a photo. But yeah. Do you have a photo that you use everywhere, like on social media, or like you need a picture of yourself, you will have that in your computer?
No, like you. I needed to take the photo, especially when I using the LinkedIn, the profile.
Yeah,
I needed to show more serials. Yeah, and I don't have. I needed to take this.
yeah. Is it hard to think about taking a picture like that for you? How does it feel?
Yeah, it's hard because I don't smile a lot in the camera. I need to be more serious. Yeah, but I need to try.
Great, very good. And you, Lurian, Do you have a favorite picture of yourself?
Sorry, but I need to say that I have a lot of pictures that I like, and I put in my cell phone with a heart to use. So, but it's hard. But I like the pictures, I just need to take a lot sometimes. Just I need to take like 100 to have one that I will like more. But like I said, normally these pictures, I know myself, so I know what I need to do to like the picture. This is the thing. So I know I need to smiling. I know I need to maybe do something funny, or maybe of course, probably it will not be a selfie because self is really hard for me. So I know the pattern right now, about that. So I have some pictures that I really, really, really like it, but that is other one when I saw, I just deleted. Boom, bye bye. Like now, I'm using a picture in my profile and LinkedIn. Uh, LinkedIn is hard because we cannot use a picture that so
Yeah,
different because it's no LinkedIn hard. So it was really hard to find this one to put there. But in my Instagram, in my all the time I share like pictures about myself and my personal life, and I really like the pictures. But the most of the pictures you can see is me doing something funny, try to enjoy, like it's not just me serious, like, oh, let's take a picture about, and I'm just doing a small smiling, like, let me try to open my camera if it's working or not.
yeah, and
Normally it's like that. Ah, it's not working, but okay.
yeah,
It's
no
like
problem.
like that. No, no. Normally it's always like
Yeah, yeah,
this is
makes
the
sense.
way I am. It looks like to hide my shyness.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And this is something crazy here in the community. I know you have an issue with your camera, but there are a lot of people that they don't open their camera here, and I understand. But the job we're doing here in the community, it's not about grammar issues, related to English. It's about your self-esteem to speak out, to um to communicate yourself, even with mistakes, because and this is always everything is related, if you think about your fear of making mistakes, your self-esteem, your taking pictures of yourself, uh, writing like on LinkedIn, or creating a blog, or creating a YouTube channel, or being the first to answer a question in a class when you know the answer, or being in front of other students in the classroom to present an assignment, being involved in situations where you need to expose yourself at work. So everything is related. So our job here is to not to get rid of, it's to understand these feelings and to process that in a way where you develop your soft skills to use who you are for the purpose you have, for the dreams you have. So um, talking back again, and I'm gonna talk about every time I have the chance, the advanced training that we have, it's really focused on those soft skills using another language instead of focused on grammar and structure and vocabulary and accent and pronunciation and listening and this and that, because it's gonna it's gonna get along, these structures of the language, once you expose yourself, once you get in touch with the language. um and yeah, it takes time, and every single person has their time. And taking pictures using social media, like youth generation, Gen Z, they are not posting pictures of them, on social media. They take pictures like this, hiding themselves or things like that. I don't know how they do it. Feeling old right now, but Gen Z, it's gonna, like, for me as a business person, for me, Gen Z, it's gonna be my target in some years related to communication in another language, because they will need communication to communicate themselves in another language. They will know English. They will have studied English, but they will suffer on putting out, It's like, how to speak, everything, you can even teach, but you don't like to talk with people. You do not like to present projects. You don't like to be the front person on situations, on specific situations. Another question here. How do social media affects how we see ourselves, Daphne? How you see, like, the social media impact on ourselves, in yourself, or on yourself? Yeah.
In my case, impacting my self-esteem, because you see what is not real, is not the real standard of beauty, and you start to comparing with people that have more money and maybe someone to make the surgery plastic that you don't have a plastic. Yeah, I think you feel incomplete.
Incomplete.
Incomplete, yeah. Like, yeah, I am not enough because I'm not appear like a influencer, like a Virginia, for example. My body is not like a Virginia, so I'm not beauty because I'm not similar her.
Yeah, I totally agree. I have the same opinion. Social media affects exactly that. We compare ourselves, especially a person where we see as a like a example for us, and then we are always comparing ourselves. In the old days, we used to compare ourselves with people on the magazines, or on TV. Nowadays, it's on social media because it's closer, and we feel closer. We feel like, oh, this person, I know this person, Yeah. And you, Lurian, how does social media affects yourself or people around yourself?
Of course, I think the way we can compare now increase a lot because of social media. Like in the past, I remember everyone has a problem about these, about the self-image, the self-esteem. But in the past, my environment was just my colleagues, my friends at school, my family. I didn't have the world to see like we have now, right? So social media's affect in a good way and a bad way. In a good way, if you maybe you can be inspired, you can be motivated to exercise more, to eat better, this kind of thing. No, I think maybe if you are not in a good moment of your life, you can try to get this like a motivation and not like in the bad ways. But of course, that is the bad side. The aesthetic procedures, the surgeries, the expensive things to have a better shape, a better face, big lips, the teeny nose,
Yeah.
the hair. Even now, I think they try they try to valorize more like the brunette person, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, but even now blonde is a issue yet, blonde. So internet, in my opinion, socials just can amplify this for everyone. You can have access for other ones in your city and your state and your country and in the world, the standard patterns for that. So of course, if you see the bad points of that, you will compare yourself, and this is really bad. But maybe if you are not in a good day, you can be more affected about that. Like, and this happened with everyone. Happened with me. Sometimes I'm not in a good day, and I just look, oh my God, I could be more like that. Let me try to do this. Oh my belly is a little big. It's not too. No, it's like, oh, I. And in the past we didn't have this. Our influence was really smaller when we compare. So
Yeah,
this is the
and
effect.
yeah, it's small things for real. But we take that for granted so hard
Yeah.
and drives us crazy, and then we need therapy, we need pills, we suffer, we harm ourselves, not physically only, but psychologically, you know. Um, Nowadays with AIs, creating content and everything, we see other
Perfect
people.
image. Yes, the AI create like no marks. Not
Yeah,
nothing. Yes.
you can you Daphne was talking before about the I think sprinkles, that's how we say. And AI can just get rid of that. You put on AI and you have a picture of yourself, a better picture of yourself. So, oh, I
Yes.
don't like this picture too much. So, hey, AI, just make this perfect. And what is perfect? But AI has a perfect definition inside that is taken from internet, from us. So AI is copying us, not creating, you know? So it's just like an amount of information and everything else. Um, Very good. Do you girls have any question that you want to ask before we finish?
Questions, no, but I really think uh, these about photos, about our self-esteem, the image we have about us, is always we have this way, this feeling to see the negative points easily, and I'm really trying to fight with that. I'm doing therapy, like I'm trying to do my best every day. There are some days it's really awful, like it's really bad, but it's a progress, so we cannot give up. So I don't think this is something that is normal, but at the same time, I think it's general, right, to have this kind of issues, this kind of problems, and even the people we consider like beautiful, wonderful, they will have problems too. They have for sure. So no one is happy, looks like, right? So I think we just need to try to be okay with ourselves.
Yes, exactly. Totally agree. We totally agree. So, Lurian, Daphne, we are uh, done with another 6 a.m. meeting. For you, Daphne, what time is it right now for you? Is it
11
11?
I
Great.
miss that.
Yeah, better.
I for 2 months was like that for me. I
Yeah,
really miss it.
yeah. So thank you for your time. I hope you have enjoyed as much as I did. I tried to bring topics that this one, it was like a random topic that I found, but it was interesting to talk and to discuss and think about it. So this is the kind of topic I like to. This is mostly I like topics to think about ourselves and about our role in the planet or at work or society. You know, this is the kind of stuff. And that's it. All right. Thank you so much. Hope to see you next time and have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.